Well, this silver update is being brought to you by the Marine Corps. Sign up, go to foreign lands, meet foreign people close up, get friendly, and kill them. You know, that's the joke anyway. It's not really a joke, but it's kind of true, kind of true. So our Marine Corps recruiter here is saying, I love Marine boys. That's what's on her t-shirt. So sign up, and the Commander-in-Chief, Barack Obama, endorses this message. This is a pretty cool picture, Barack. It doesn't, as a person that's not really that conservative, this doesn't actually piss me off or anything about him. Just tells me that he has some pretty wild times in his youth, which to me that tells me that doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad guy or a good guy. But the problem is he's the Manchurian candidate. He's pretty much owned by the powers that be. That's really the problem. He's just a poster. That's all it is. Just like this is a poster and not really a ad for the Marine Corps, as people have already figured out, I'm sure. But yeah, that's basically the spiel, though, to get people in there and do the bidding of the elite. Kill the bad people that they deem to be bad, and in your off time, help old ladies pick up groceries and carry them out to wherever they need to. Be a perfect gentleman. It's supposed to be switch on kill mode and turn it off at the instant switch. Amazing. Quite a mission, right, for the impossible. But to get on with this silver update, I just want to point out a couple facts that probably help drive down the silver market. I know there's a lot of people out there that think silver's like totally manipulated, but I don't know. I think it's somewhat manipulated. Let me put it that way, because the mines aren't making that much money. That tells me there's something wrong there. But for an essential commodity, but today the euro fell today due to the below par expectations on the Spanish bond auction. So the euro was going up with some good expectations on Greece getting the money they need to keep things going. Then another news story comes out about the bond auction in Spain, so it looks bad. So it brings it down. Then also yesterday, today's Wednesday, December 5th, yesterday, Tuesday, Spain's labor ministry said that unemployment rose by 1.5% in November of 2012 to a new record level of almost 5 million. So Europe is looking bad, and it's it's a problem with our commander-in-chief too to figure out what's going on in Europe. Now I got to say something about this guy, because there's too much concentration on him. I just want people to keep in mind he is the Manchurian man. He's owned head to toe all the way. He came out of nowhere. Not to concentrate too much on Obama, but what's going on behind the scenes. I know Lindsey Williams says that the elite are mad at Obama, but maybe he's the manifestation of what's going on behind the scenes, because I say there's two camps, basic camps of elite, but real roughly. You got the old money establishment, which Lindsey Williams seems to be in contact with, the oil and stuff. Then you got more like the, the Eastern semi-communist, maybe the George Soros group, the environmentalism, where they want to see a very weak United States. They want to see the United States like totally dismantled, and that it could never have the power it had before. They're definitely at odds with the old established money elite. Neither one of these elite peoples, though, are on the side of the middle class, so that's important to remember. So old girl is in a supporting the Marine Corps, so I don't know, man. I don't know. That would make a great recruitment poster, I would think, but it would never fly, because. But I think our president probably would approve it. He'd say, "Yeah, that's slick. Let's put that out there." Anyway, I don't mind this guy too much, to tell you the truth. It's just that it's the people that own him I mind. That's really what I have a beef with. And looking behind the scenes, I'm going to display this, and you can look up this blog, whatever it is. Weasel Zippers scouring the barrels of the internet. That's pretty interesting. Catchy title there. weaselzippers.us. So it's a blog. But it talks about Valerie Jarrett. I don't know if I'm saying her name correct, but very important name to remember. People are like, and this is amazing that Alex Jones doesn't bring this out, or Lindsey Williams. It's like she actually has more pull than the president. in a lot of ways. That's what's been said by Democrats behind the scenes. She actually does. She's a senior White House advisor. People will get to see Obama go through her, you know. But, you know, it was interesting. She was heckled, according to his story, and I'll post a link. She was heckled severely when she was making a speech by an activist that, well, actually, he used to be the working for Soros with the Think Green blog, Think Progress Green blog and stuff. So apparently she was heckled, you know, and in other words, she was cool enough not to let the Secret Service get after him and all this guy stuff because, but she was heckled because she's not going along with the Green movement enough, obviously. So, you know, what I could tell you in essence what these guys are all about, like Obama, it's all power, period. Power, you know, and they all playing their role. So he's playing the presidential role, which is not really the power. It's the face we see. That's the difference. You know, I get aggravated with people like Alex Jones because I think he's a disinformation agent, big time. I don't know or he's maybe just selling stuff. So maybe I'll sell stuff, you know, make money off this too. I don't know, because I think I'll be more accurate than anything Alex Jones or Lindsey Williams ever puts out. So and where I glean my information from is actually the mainstream media. You know, this is another thing they're pointing out with the Euro, the EC, Euro Community Composite PMI output. It's still very low. It's been moving up a little bit, but it's very, very low. So this has, you know, this is weighing down on the metals. And I know today, like, silver went down, and I think the main reasons was what's going on with Spain. The Spanish bond auction looked very bad, so the dollar rose up somewhat, and also there were the unemployment figures from Spain. And there's other news coming out about European worries. It seems not like a perfect rule, but a lot of times when there's European worries and economic worries, silver takes a hit. Now, I'm going to agree with Chris Duane, who I don't really like too much. You know, I'm not saying because I think he's basically somebody just pumping up silver and selling coins and stuff. But Chris Duane made a statement about silver going up a hell of a lot more over the next several years than gold. That, I think, is a given. The ratio, the silver to gold, is too low. It should be down to like 30 to 1 or below that, or 20 something to 1, and it's going to get in that area eventually. And I think what's going to bring it about is war. So here I'm showing a little green Jeep with the you know, the hot female Marine, whatever the hell she is, a Marine supporter. But that's probably going to bring up commodities. That's an ancient rule, basically. Commodities go up a lot during wartime, so it's going to happen one time or another, and that's what's going to bring up oil, gold, and silver. It's like if you're in the right area, fine. Now, Goldman Sachs came out with an estimate today. Goldman Sachs, you know, our friends, right? They said that gold was going to go down over the next couple of years. It might go up a little bit in 2013. I know. What do they know, right? I don't know what the hell. It was one of the analysts, but they pushed it out on the major media. Obviously, I disagree with that. And just looking at what Mark Farber does, he's in 25% physical gold for a reason. In the event of a collapse, you want physical gold and silver. You don't want crap that's in a brokerage account. In a real financial collapse, you want physical. So that's what I'm seeing is going to come about eventually. But Goldman Sachs is saying that the gold bubble is near the end. That's what they're saying. They're a pile of bullshit. I know it. Now, I do read the major media all the time, but it doesn't mean I agree with them. But the reason they're stating is that they think it's going to go up a little bit in 2013 due to like fiscal woes and stuff. And I agree with that. They might downgrade the debt a little bit more. Or, you know, for the first time in Moody's, and maybe the S&P might make some statements. If they do that, gold's going to go up. But way Moody's is saying that the economy is going to pick up in later 2013 and 2014, and there's going to be other investments out there to be more attractive than gold because, in other words, you're going to get dividends. In other words, you're going to get some returns on your money. You're not going to have to go to a risk asset. Well, that's what they call it, risk asset, like gold. So, you know, there's some logic to it, but I would think this, if gold does take a major boost up here because of a downgrade in the debt, it'd be smart to sell some and take some of that fiat cash. and wait for a pullback, or maybe go into silver. That would probably be a smart thing. If you're a holder of like more gold and silver, and gold jumps up quite a bit in early 2013 due to fiscal woes and them not being able to iron out the budgets and they downgrade the debt, you might see gold really take off right then. I would sell it, and if the ratio from silver to gold is still like way skewed the way it is now, 50 something to 1, I would go into silver. I do agree with Chris Duane about in basic principle as far as silver going up and all that stuff over the next few years. It will. There's no doubt about it. But, another hit happens today on the metals. And, it kind of surprises me because I'm expecting more towards the end of this year. It's typical that commodities and a lot of things finish up strong in December. It's more commonly happens in December, like oil, gold, and all that type of stuff. Usually has a little more impetus to do better at the end of December. So, it could just be this, but news changes. And a lot of these things, a lot of the markets are influenced heavily by whatever the news is of the day. And it changes. It goes from one extreme to the other. But don't really worry about it because I think that we're probably going to start seeing a very strong showing of silver even in the near term because the actual coin sales, like I was pointing out, coin sales of gold and silver, and also the investment in the ETFs is extremely strong. It's still going on, despite what the spot price is doing. So, I know that spot price is bullshit. We used to say that back before, this currency and problem was going on. Well, it was more severe with the dollar. We used to say that spot price is a pile of bullshit. I always thought there was manipulation going on, not just in silver, but in all commodities. And there is. I'd like to know how, because, you'd make out so much money, it'd be ridiculous. But the long-term trend, and I'm not talking like long-term years, you're probably going to see a spike up in silver pretty quick anyway. So, and if gold spikes up a lot, say in early 2013, go ahead and go into silver. I would suggest that. If you get a really good gain, gold hits a record high in early 2013 due to fiscal woes and them downgrading the debt, and silver ratio is still skewed like the way it is now, I'd go into silver. So that's my advice on it. I think that's solid advice that you can actually bank on. Silver's actually going to do good over the next few years, despite what's going on right now. People are buying coins and are even investing in ETFs. I don't know. That spot price is kind of bullshit. I know. It doesn't make sense. Why is it so low when the mines aren't... everybody needs silver. The demand is there. The demand is going up. And the mines can't make the money they need to keep profitable because the spot price is too low. I don't know.